Hey guys, it's Matt again. Today is day number 48 on my 60-day juice fast. I cannot believe that there's only 12 days left of this thing. It's Saturday morning. This morning, good news for you guys. I went out and did my longest bike ride so far. I did 21 and a half miles. I woke up at 5:30 and got out there just as the sun was rising and went out with a couple of my friends, and it was an awesome bike ride. I'm happy to say that I made it to the end. I was feeling quite tired, quite sore by the end of it, but it went really well, and I feel amazing that I did it. My body feels energized rather than just ready to pass out like I thought it was going to. But it's an amazing accomplishment for me. I know that it's just the beginning, but it's so much further than I was even a couple months ago. So that's my good news for you guys today. The thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is um, quite an interesting subject. Yesterday, I had a close friend of mine ask me, seriously, what have you learned from this juice fast? And I sat there and I thought, what have I learned from this juice fast? You know, the health benefits are great. I feel amazing. I've lost 50 pounds. But what have I learned? You know, what am I taking away from this as far as mentally and as far as applying it socially? And I started thinking about that, and I want to pose that question to you guys. You know, if you've been on the juice fast for a while, let's say 7 to 10 days or more, what have you learned so far about this juice fast? What is it doing to change the way you look at food, at nutrition, at healthy living? Just, you know, you guys leave a reply, leave a comment, or even a video post on how it's changing you. When I started to think about it, my quick answer was, I've learned that I don't need to eat food to be happy. I don't need to eat food to deal with my emotions or to deal with a bad day. More so, I need to turn it around and really just eat food as it's intended for fuel. So really, I mean, to quote a Can of Whoop-Ash video from earlier, she said, you really need to learn to eat to live, not live to eat. And I really see that that's how I'm changing my life. I'm turning it around really just to look at food as a fuel for my body, a way to keep living, a way to energize it and to keep it going. And it really is determined by the amount of food that you eat, because we don't need nearly as much as we eat typically in America, and what you put into your body. Because some food is not going to be fuel for you. It's actually going to make you more tired, weigh you down even more, and give you the opposite effect of what it's supposed to be doing. A lot of this is caused by the fact that we're not really eating food anymore. We're eating food-like substance. Most of the food out there, you know, the quick food, the easy food, the pop it in the microwave kind of food, really doesn't contain a lot of food. It's a lot of chemicals. It's a lot of processed byproducts. MSG is running crazy through all of our food. So really, I mean, if you're looking into food for energy and for fuel, you really do need to be putting whole foods into your body. But to get off that horse for a minute, what else have I learned besides that? I've learned that food is everywhere you go. So you really have to learn to become a master over food and stop letting it control your life. I was talking with my wife the other day, and it gets by you because you don't notice it. But every part of your life is surrounded by food. If you have a church function that you're going to, they're going to have tables and tables of potluck dinners. If you go to somebody's birthday, there's going to be cake. There's going to be maybe cookies, chips, punch, whatever. If you have a celebration, there might be alcohol. There might be chips. There might be cookies. There might be sub sandwiches. If you're at a funeral, everybody brings food to help the family deal with their suffering. That's where we need to get away from. Food is not the cure-all for all our problems. It can be if you make the right choices, but it's not really a cure-all for your problems more than physical. It's not going to cure your emotional problems. It might very temporarily make you feel good, But then when you realize what you've just done and you think about the devastation it's having on your body, you actually feel worse than you did before. And you're still dealing with the original emotional problem. So I've really started to learn not to look at food as a bad thing. Because I believe that we have to be cautious not to turn it into a bad thing, because that can be just as unhealthy as turning it into a good thing. I would like to put it somewhere in the middle. It can be good because it can give us the fuel for our body. Food can also be a healing potion for our body, but it's not bad. Food is not the evil. The evil behind it is the habits that we get into that deal with food. You know, when we're sad, we eat food. When we're happy, we celebrate with food. What we need to do is just really get to the point where we're just eating food to live. So not to stay on a high horse or anything, but that's what I've learned so far. I've also learned that I have willpower, where before I was wondering if I did. I am able to control my own actions. I can say what I'm going to do and follow through with it. In fact, there are only 12 days left. So I'm really excited about that. I found an inward strength that I didn't know I had. That feels amazing. I feel empowered by the fact that I stuck it through until the end. I said I was going to do 60 days. There were some hard times. There were times that I wanted to give up. But the fact that I said it and I didn't want to give up made me make it through. And here I am towards the end. And I have not given up. So I feel really awesome about that. I feel so encouraged by you guys following me, watching my videos, making comments, and subscribing to the website. Things are going awesome. You know, I'm getting ready to go out for another kayak adventure. Hopefully no sharks or stingrays involved this time. But, you know, this person you're seeing right here 2 months ago is nothing like the person I am today. Physical activity for me was literally going from my car to the office and from my car back into the house. Maybe watching a movie if I could stay up late enough. But now, you know, I am craving physical activity. I've turned to that instead of food. I find a lot of joy in getting out there and getting active. I find a lot of peace by being outside in nature. I was in the middle of the river the other day just floating along it felt like I was surrounded by nature and felt like I was surrounded by energy. And it really just refocused my attention towards, okay, let's get out of the house. Let's be active. Let's get the kids out of the house, away from the video game, and let's become active. So, you know, my kids have been out in the kayak already. They want to go on bike rides with me. I don't know if they'll be able to keep up. Imagine that. But I really just want to become this active person. I don't consider myself an athlete. I don't know if I ever will. But just the strength that I feel from making it this far and the accomplishment that I feel within me to say, yeah, it's not too late. At 36, I felt so old. Part of that was because I was so weighed down by all the extra weight that I had put on through poor choices and the health conditions that came as a result. But now I feel energized. I feel young again. We might have to do something about this gray hair because every time I see it, it kind of takes that away a little bit. But I really am feeling amazing. I hope you guys are too. Let me know how you're doing on your juice fast. If you're in the first week, you guys hang in there. It really does get better. If you're close to day 30, let me tell you, the halfway point, if you're going for 60 days, you know, if you're going for 30, then I guess it would be at day 15. The halfway point is the gold day. After that, everything seems easier. You feel like there's no turning around now. There's no stopping me now. And that courage, that self-determination really makes you push through the last part of it. So you guys hang in there. If you need any help, let me know. There's a ton of people on here that are willing to support you and follow you, encourage you through this. You just have to let them know that you need it. Until we talk again, guys, you guys stay healthy. Make one difference in your life today. Make one change in your life that will make you stronger and make you healthier. Until we talk again, you guys get your juice in as much as possible, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.